So, all right. You thought the leader could read your mind. I know that there's these self-criticism sessions as well, where you're kind of like, I guess it's kind of like Catholic confession, where you air your own failings, but you also have to kind of narc on other people, right?
Yeah.
Tell
That's the
me about
difference. That's
these.
the difference. So it's not like, so it's more like I think Chinese people also during the Cultural Revolution they denounce people. Exactly the same thing. Uh, Even children have to do it. This is where they completely teach you how to teach you that you don't matter, and make sure to like get dignity of human being gets rid of that at that point, right? You're not even a being anymore. Only reason you exist because of the Kims. That is the only your life purpose. So you write down the verses that Kim Jong Il said, which is maybe students' job is studying hard and working hard for the party. But as like this week, based on his like, it's like a Bible verses. We have the book.
Bible verses.
It's
Yeah.
like that Kim said. I don't know who said. Maybe party wrote it for him, right?
Sure.
And then we said he said this, but compared to his words, I was not faithful revolutionary. So dear leader, like for his merciness, he forgave me my sin. Now this is the difference. It's maybe Catholic Church you can do that too. Maybe God said this week I didn't do a good job. But at the end, but also thing is you can never say what I did right. It has
So
to
it's only
be
one direction.
you always have to be a sinner. You always have to be guilty. You always have to feel grateful and sorry for being you, right? Like that's how they make you feel like you are not worthy of anything, degrading you. After that, you have to pick somebody, and that is called even kids. So entire week, Saturday, the self-criticism session coming in, so you have to look for people's fault, because you cannot get away not criticizing somebody.
Oh, wow.
So it's a real thing that you look at other people. So you early on learn how to look at other people's behaviors, spying on them and their faults.
So you're programmed to the distrust is programmed from the jump in your classmates, right? Because you won't say, "Oh, I didn't do my homework last night because I was watching something with my parents." It's like someone someone will tell on you, and then you look bad in front of everyone. So
Yeah,
you
you
never
get punished.
right, and
Yeah.
you get punished. And if you did anything actually bad,
Yeah.
then you're in even worse trouble. So it's just finding any reason to denounce anyone
Yeah.
for any reason, including
Yeah.
yourself.
And also it's like a kind of quota. You have to criticize somebody. So it's a real job to finding it. It's a real job entire year you spend on who's doing what are they doing wrong. Because you have to do self-criticism with other people.
Oh my gosh, it's exhausting to think
And
about.
but imagine being in school like middle school, high school is like 6 years program. But so during the 6 years, how many times do you think you're gonna criticize somebody?
How is it
Every week.
weekly? Yeah, so
Every
it's
Saturday.
hundreds of times,
But
thousands of times.
if you're artist and official every 2 days. Because they think artists' minds are more vulnerable to change and corrupted by capitalists.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah, so they have to do every 2 days. Then how many times you have to hate somebody and criticize your friend, your comrades. So that's how they make sure everybody hates each other. Everybody do not trust each other.
So you can't, since there's no trust, you can't agree with your friend like, all right, today you complain about my dirty uniform, tomorrow I'll complain about you.
No.
You can't even make any kind of pact.
Yeah. So when everybody's divided, who wins? The party wins.
The party wins, yeah.
Yeah. That's how they divide you. Because the division is helping them. So they do everything they could to divide every single one of you. And that's why I was so shocked when I came to America. It's like people are so trusting. Like they are so trusting and like unbelievable how trusting these people are. I mean, talking about your feelings with your therapist, how do
Yeah.
you trust? It's like complete based on trust,
Well,
isn't it?
your therapist here, even if they aired your dirty laundry, people would just go, wow, that's really unprofessional. They wouldn't be like, oh, Yeonmi has trauma? That's terrible. We're going to laugh at her. No, we would think the therapist is a terrible human for sharing that, right?
Okay.
It's the opposite there.
Yeah.
Therapy is a little bit weird coming from a place where you're supposed to denounce and not have any secrets with anyone, right? I guess, yeah.
It was weird. I'm honestly, I still don't think I can be completely honest with the therapist because I still have that trauma. But with the friends, I'm becoming more like open. Just tell them how I feel. that has been amazing because in North Korea you don't talk about how you feel.
No.
It's nobody asks how you feel or what do you think. So it's a really new thing for me to talking about your feelings here.
Yeah, that's it's got to be so hard to. I mean, looking at a relationship in North Korea versus a relationship here, you have no model for a healthy like marriage, for
Zero,
example.
zero,
Zero.
zero. It's been very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were married before, did you find it hard to share actual feelings and secrets with your ex-husband?
Yeah, I think communication was the main issue.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
Because if it's like, "What do you think?" and you're like, "I have no opinion," because, you're not used to having or you'd never thought about it,
Yeah.
things can bottle up, right, over
Mm.
time.
Also, I think, giving the benefit of doubt. In North Korea, if somebody says anything, oh my God, you're reporting on me. You're something doing bad at me,
Mhm.
right? But here in America, even people really give you benefit of doubt,
Yeah, we're
right?
supposed to, sure, yeah.
Not in politics, I feel like,
Not in
but
not on
when,
Twitter, right, but
yeah,
everywhere else, yeah.
yeah, when it comes to personal relationship, people do in general. I think people are very charitable here when it comes to interpretation
Yeah,
in
well, y like
America.
like you said, "Oh, can I be a little bit later to the interview?" I
Mm.
didn't think, "Oh, she doesn't wanna do it,"
You're
right? I'm like,
right.
"Okay, she's got a lunch. It's
Yeah.
far away. I don't know.
No.
It doesn't matter." Yeah, that's interesting. You're right, we are as a culture and in fact, it's almost a virtue here to
Trust.
trust
Yeah.
people.
'Cause
Yeah,
it wins. When you trust, everybody wins.
right.
And not the dictators, though. They lose.
Right, they
So
lose, right,
they want you to
authoritarianism.
not to. That's why it's so scary now in America, just how seeing everything flipping is just so unbelievably scary.
What do you think of China heading more towards authoritarianism too? I mean, CCP has never been kind of like a global leader in human rights, but it's definitely getting worse.
I mean, China at this point, they don't even need a human sources to report on them. They got the facial recognition, they got social credit system. So what you write online, what you throw on the street, the traffic lights that you don't obey, how you park, is everything. How you spend, what you spend on, what you watch. They calculate all your score already for you. So in a way, China is more like it's not a brave new world. In a way, like if somebody asking me, would you choose George Orwell's 1984 or Brave World? I would choose Brave World. I'm so sorry. Because I want to rather be dumb and happy and be fed and healthy, right? Because I know what it feels like opposite. I mean, there's, of course, I want to be free and suffering,
Yeah.
like what we are right now. But China it's not like becoming Brave New World. They are, in a way, like 84, like Big Brother, and I don't think that regime's ever gonna make you wanna happy and take care of you.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
even, I study Chinese online,
Mm.
and my teachers have told me things. I'll ask them about the social credit score. Often they don't wanna talk about it, but if you develop a little rapport with somebody, they told me that, one of their colleagues who is a man, when you use WeChat, which is like their WhatsApp version, it'll say underneath his profile photo, like, "This person does not pay his debts," or something, and his social credit score is low. I forget the exact phrase, but basically, like, imagine I'm sending you a text message like, "Alright, we're ready for you now," and below my profile photo, it says, like, "This guy never pays his friends back and isn't allowed to fly on airplanes." It's so creepy, right? And you're just like, "Do I wanna do this interview? Jordan's not allowed to fly because he's a bad parker," you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's just unbelievable, like, how yeah, this world is changing so fast. It we thought that democracy was winning, the freedom was winning.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
No, apparently
Apparently
not.
not. Yeah.